Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Mustangs will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. He leaves it with the back. Finds a little space. Got the first down and more. It's a seam wide open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Play action on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye and college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense in a bunch formation. Might be calling a hot route. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Caught over the middle. It's Knight. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Breaks into the open. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he's got it at the 20. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big.
Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Cincinnati. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Knight. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he hauls it in at the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clemson is quick to the line. Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
The offense changing the play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The short hands, it's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Unloads it left. Got him in the open. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cooper. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, SMU. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Hansen. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them.
On the sweet spin, he's free. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Stands in and takes the hit. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. Touchdown, Mustang. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
The kick coverage team was ready and in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take a knee in the end zone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the deep.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Bringing it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's caught. It's Harden. They'll immediately call timeout. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it along the sideline. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the ball's loose in the backfield. And a fumble out of bounds. Not exactly the most memorable way to end the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensive.
There he goes. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Snap in the shotgun. Bringing the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Harden. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here, let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Clemson has their paws on it. They'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Got a first down. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented when he does stuff like...
Lets it fly. It's him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on.
Touchdown, Clemson! They take the lead with the 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. back to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the right side. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take another shot here. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The short hands, it's Cooper. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clemson jumps to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the... And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be